feminist movement is one of the biggest reasons for the divorce rate these days, because women have become so masculine. If a woman gets in her masculine energy, a lot of times she'll be disrespectful to her husband. And men don't do well with disrespect. There's surveys that say that 80% of men say they would rather be alone and unloved than to be disrespected. And see, the feminist movement has taken it so far over the years. It's not just equal rights anymore. Now it's men are being diminished and devalued and demoralized. What do we need men for? We don't need men. We can buy our own cars and we can vote. We can make our own money, run our own businesses. We can even have babies without men.
Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Yashai, Barakadas Bragatham, call law Yabashim Yashai. The honest apostles who are elders who rule well, blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. This Rob Amat for the Nebraska camp. This GMS any push to the mark. Yeah, I just want to go over a little quick hit, man. Just a little something on the break. As you see in the video, you know, that this woman just explaining the mindset of current women in our society. And this is addressed to Israelite women. An immediate disclaimer I would like to say, for one, this is addressed to women, okay? Most 95 to 99% of the time we're addressing men within this ministry. I would say 90% of the time, to be fair, we're addressing men in this ministry because the Lord calls the men, and the men will take care of the women and children that's around them. Okay, so when we're talking about filling out applications, addressing and speaking to someone, we're addressing men, all right, for the most part. Now, women are to be addressed as well. The reason why I say that is because I don't want to, you know, what if you got on that spirit where it goes same way both ways, you know, hey, just go and be a Greek, go and be a Gentile, man, all right, because we're just addressing issue by issue and however it goes. You know, it's just wearisome to edify, rebuke, and do what the Lord says towards our people. And then when you deal with women, their first immediate thing is, well, what do you got to do on your end? You know, shut the hell up and listen and make your adjustments. Because regardless if the whole world goes to shit and you better yourself, that is glorious with the Lord. Okay? Stop being simple and silly to believe that the only incentive for you to change is if the whole world changes. That means you're not good. You're just like the whole world. You're a follower. You're not a leader. You're not whatever you want to be or think you are. It's just a cop out and an excuse, but I'm just dealing with the antics of it. But going back to the video where our women have gotten to a place where to think that they don't need men, you know, in mentally, physically, you know, leadership is out of order, okay? And this place is reaching its summit of confusion and wickedness. Babylon is reaching its peak to where women are in a place where they can go to sperm donors, where they can get Section 8, where they can get degrees and believe in the essence of a structure that they don't need a man. But if your house catch on fire, if it's a crime, you're going to have to call the structure, and the structure is going to send people to help you, and the people that sign up to help are men. Okay, to build this country, it was built by men. You know, and to hell with this country, it's just order being set by men. Okay, men set up order, women are nurturers. Okay, so within this lesson, through the spirit, that just had to come out. But I wanted to deal in the understanding of what a woman is supposed to do. What is her role within family and ministry? Because maybe, just maybe, well, I know that the bulk of these women choose these ways, but I'm just being sarcastic. Maybe they don't know their roles. Maybe they don't, you know, they don't hold value to being a helpmeet, which is the true core of the problem, is that our women, Israelite women, I don't give a damn about the heathen woman. The heathen woman actually do hold a core value, okay? our women hold the core value to superficial gains and material things. You know, how they look, how much money they make. They've gotten so stupefied that they really believe that a man is attracted to them based on how much money they make. Only niggas without a job would be attracted to that. Okay? Only niggas that are lazy are attracted. Okay? Men of the Lord, every man is attracted to respect. Okay? Every man wants to be a leader. Every man wants to be the king of their castle. Okay? Nobody wants to fight in their castle all the time. So with that being said, let's get into some scriptures that supports the good nature and the benefit of women. Okay? It says 1 Peter 3:5. It says, for after this manner in the old time. Okay, don't take it when you hear the old time and say, oh, use a cop-out argument of saying, well, we're in a new time. No, this is divine. Okay? Far past any ideology you can come up with or success that you ever had for women's peace and women's comfort and women's proper role. The Lord's setup is perfect for a woman's natural nature. Okay, so let's nip that in the bud. All right, it says, who also trusted in the Most High. That's another thing. Glorious women are supposed to trust in the Most High, meaning what? You trust in what the Bible says. And there's a lot of things that the Bible tells a woman, you know, you're under the man is over the woman, Yahweh Shai's over the man, things of that nature, how many wives a man can have, how a woman's supposed to dress, what a woman's roles in the house is, what a woman's roles outside the house. You know, our women, through women's liberation and feminism, have lost touch with the natural nature. And that's the way of Esau. Just like he convinced Gad to be, you know, slave trackers and all that, and to turn on their own brethren, you know, for whatever resource that he could provide them. He did the same thing to our women. He stripped the man, you know, through the witty lynch, broke the strongest man down in front of the family. That way the woman would raise and produce men and produce slaves. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Buck up against anybody but the so-called white man. You know, stir up trouble against anybody. If you do that, you better hit them back. You better do this, but you better not touch no Edomite. All right? You could be anything in the world. You could be a part of any alphabet group. You could do anything Esau said, but don't try to gather your people up. You're bugged out. Unless you gathering your people up, you better put the woman first. Okay? That's the mentality that we deal with amongst our people, especially the end of the Judite woman. Okay? It says it says adorn themselves. Okay, means to put on. Being in subjection means under rule, right, unto their own husbands. Now again, what if my husband? You shouldn't pick niggas. Okay, there's a statement called you made your bed, you gotta lay in it. So if you got a guy that's abusive, you got a guy that's, you know, whatever, to where he's treacherous, that's like you buying a car and you getting a lemon. Your ass should have popped that hood, look under the thing, and did all that within this society. Okay? Your flower is the most prized possession a woman can have, which is her virginity. Okay? That's biblical law. I know the red pill thing is going around, but it's true. Okay? A woman's virginity, you know, because in our time, to solidify a marriage, to verify a marriage, the priest would keep, or the father would keep, the sheet of the wife and husband on the day that they consummated the marriage. And the way you consummated it was through sex. Okay? And when they laid with each other, that woman's cherry, as you can say for lack of better words, was popped, and that sheet had blood on it, and it kept that sheet as proof that she was married. A lot of you women can't even carry that sheet around, because that sheet that it's attached to is attached to shame. You was a booty call that day, or you was a flipper that night, or you just you know what I'm saying? Such and so forth. Okay? But women were under subjection unto their own husbands. Why? Because the men went out, they fought the wars, they hunted, you know what I'm saying? The women gathered crops, they worked too. So let's get that squared away too. Call all y'all by Shemi Shai for the brother, bring out the edification, because the men carried the bulk of the load. Okay? Just like Ruth worked in the field. Okay? Women worked. All right? All this sitting around, you know what I'm saying, watching your favorite shows, talking smack, it's gotten to the point that women don't know how to cook. They're out their normal nature that the Lord gave them utterance to do. But just like Eve and the serpent, that she was born in, she sinned first. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. So we're going to go into 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse matter of fact, we're going to start up a little bit. We'll start at 1 Timothy 2 and 9. The point is in 14, but we're going to, because this is, like I said, the roles of a woman. It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Okay? What does that mean, to adorn? Adorn means to put on. What is modest apparel? Okay? That means your body is covered. Okay? That don't mean that you got tights on, leggings. When I was young, leggings was like, you wildin'. You might well be butt ass naked. You know what I'm saying? When women wore high shorts or high skirts, they wore leggings underneath that. Women wore leggings, things like that, underneath dresses that could be seen through, or with their slips. That's neither here nor there. But the modest apparel is to be properly covered. Why do women cover themselves? Because it's for the glory of their husbands. Okay? That's just as the same as a woman would, so-called in this society, want their woman to themselves. A man wants their woman to themselves, and it's supposed to be that way. Okay? A woman's supposed to be a husband to one man, and a man's supposed to be a husband. A woman's supposed to be a wife to a man, and a man's supposed to have his own wife. A wife's supposed to have her own husband. Now, I want to clear that up, because that don't mean that everybody have one. A man is not supposed to be sharing his wife with Philip down the street. Okay? A woman ain't supposed to be sharing herself with a bunch of niggas where having multiple husbands. You got to use contextual extrapolation to understand. It's not a hard thing to understand, but if you always constantly want your way of being Americanized, you're going to find anything within the scriptures to say, hey, I see, the bishop must be, that means all men, that type of BS. But that's neither here nor there. But it says, in like manner that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, and it says with shamefacedness, okay, and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. So you ain't supposed to be having all these braids, plumps, curls, wraps, whatever, weave. All right. That shows you how backwards the society is, because a woman's glory is weave. Okay? Not her own hair, but weave. Even though you're supposed to cover your head, low key, y'all can pray with that weave on y'all head, because it ain't covering your actual hair. It's covering your actual hair, so that's just be scoffing. But I read it in the NLT as well. It says, and I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair, or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. Okay? And that's what they like to do. All right? Because Esau knows that if he subverts the natural way that the Lord ordained, that you're going to be subject unto Satan's devices, and is running rampant. Look at the nature of women, okay? And he knew that they're very superficial, meaning they're very surface, emotional, instant gratification, and things like that. It says, verse 10, it says, but which cometh women professing godliness with good works. Okay? So, NLT is a supercut, says, so for women who claim to be devout to the Most High should make themselves what? Attractive by the good things they do. Okay? And that's called, that's a man respects, because respect means means back, and spec means to look. Okay? To look back. All right? A man gets respect for the things he do, and a man respects a woman for the things she does. Okay? Says first, so going on, says for Adam was first formed, then Eve. Okay? And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Okay? Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and holiness, faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Okay? So that shamefacedness, which is respect, okay? And I don't think I read that. Yeah, shamefacedness, because shamelessness means you're disrespectful. You don't respect authority. It's supposed to be 50-50, equal. No, I don't like that. We should go this way. You know, women take pride in having something to say, instead of saying, I need to take pride in having a man that has something to say. A woman would never say, I've chosen a man that will properly guide me and I could stay in my so-called divine femininity. No woman wants that. They want a nigga that can lead the charge and she can crack the whip on him. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately, they want somebody. That's why they want these Tyrones, these gang-banging niggas, because you can direct that nigga like a horse. You just gotta break him, and they think breaking him is a cootie cat. So once you get him attached, you could tell him, oh, he messed with me down the street, or you still want to live like a ratchet hoe, and move in that direction. That's what women nowadays want, is a dude that's violent, that's controllable. They want a controllable man. All right, and that's the Tyrones, that's the Max, that's the Byrons, whatever you want to name these niggas. Okay, the Mikes. I'm saying, I don't know what to name these niggas nowadays, you know, but that's what a woman wants, and they don't live by the characteristics of a woman. They use it to entrap men, because a woman is full of snares and traps, as the scriptures say. All right, go to Slack it. I don't know if I spelled it right. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for it right now. I'm in a rush, but you know, I believe it's in Proverbs, says the woman is snares and traps, man. Okay, as she lay. So pretty much what I'm saying is that they know how to use. They'll cook for you. They'll dress a certain way, dress provocative. They will treat you nice. They will treat you like how a woman, you know, they'll court you. They know how to court a man when they want to get him. Okay, which means they know how to be a woman. They just choose not to. All right, just like these new age pop the balloon and all this is exposing women's nature. And a lot of women are addicted to watching it, and they want to try to judge a man and how he addresses women. But y'all women don't realize things like that is exposing y'all little weak game plan to feeble men. And when these men come up and step up, it's showing men that are afraid to do that, what is the response? And a lot of the response is a lot of these guys saving themselves from a lot of trouble. Okay? So women, you know, y'all need to step into y'all feminine ways. That's really the only way you're going to get salvation. There's no way a manly woman is going to get into the kingdom of heaven. Let everything be done decently and in order. Ain't no Harriet Tubman's going to get into the kingdom of heaven, man. Ain't no manly niggas, man. Okay? Because the Lord said unto you, O men, I call. I don't need no manly niggas. Okay? So, going back to the precepts. All right. So we're going to go into Salakia. Yeah, I read all that. We're going to go into back to 1 Peter 3 and 6. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, meaning that's why she was respected, because she stayed in her role. Okay? That's the thing. And it's not a hard concept to understand, because if your child comes in and tells you, Mom, get your tail up and go wash the dishes. Go out there and cut the grass. Go take the trash out. I don't care how right that child is. They're out of pocket. You probably beat the hell out of them for talking to you like that. Because I don't care. The trash could be overflowing. Mom, go take that trash out. Speaking like you got some authority, or walking around the house all man. Why we ain't got no food in here? Why? You'll feel disrespected. Wrong or right, because it's out of order. And this is the thing that women miss. They be all out of order, wrong or right. Sometimes they be right, but they'll think, oh, because I'm right, I got the right to get out of order. No, you don't. Okay, because that's not the way of a woman. It tells you by her conversation, she shall win the husband. Okay, and the conversation means her conduct, the way she carries herself, not by what she say and how she usurp authority over a man, because that's off. Okay, the word conversation goes back to conduct, the way you carry yourself. Okay, so it says even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are. Okay, and as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. All right. And going into, okay, well, what is a woman's role in this society? Going to Genesis chapter 2 and 22, says, and the rib which the Lord gave, Lord Yahweh had taken from man, made he a woman and brought her unto the man. Okay, and that rib represents a pillar. That's the sides. That's the thing that holds things up. Okay, a woman's supposed to hold up a man. Okay. Because men are human, just as women are human. Men have needs, doubts, weaknesses. And a woman's supposed to be there as a pillar to ensure. A woman's supposed to be there not only like a nigga's low and she got to lift him. No, but she's taking care of the things that he don't have time to take care of. And she takes pride in that. She takes initiative in that. Not like, you're not giving me any commands. You're supposed to magnify your office, women. Instead, you're trying to assume the office of another person, and you can't even get your office right. I'll see if you could run your house and then be a good wife and a businesswoman. That's hard. Damn near impossible. Okay? Because it's not meant to be that way. But that'd be logical. But you're skipping. That's like a child skipping over washing their ass and and trying to go to work. No, you need to learn how to wash your behind first before you want to go out in public and parade yourself, right? So it says, I'm gonna finish this out because I gotta go, but it says, Sirach 26 and 22. It says, a harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but this is the point I wanted to get. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. She ain't supposed to be another battle, okay? A clamorous woman, you shouldn't be something that makes a man head hang down. I ain't gonna get into Sirach chapter 25. Y'all get into that for y'allself. That's a long read and a long cut. You know what I'm saying? And women should be able to take that. But that's a kryptonite to Superman is a cut to women. Okay? And that really, if you want to know if you really about repentance, your ability to take a cut. Right? So continuing on, it says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Okay? And The bulk of these women are wicked in this society. So for you to get somebody that honestly, and I ain't saying that be shaking and humming or all that in church and doing. No, I'm talking about women that actually keep the laws, that cover their heads, that reverence the holy Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his words, and try their best to live by them. Now, a woman's nature, she's not going to divinely do that, because we could barely do it, and women are weaker than us. Okay, but to acknowledge and to respect it is damn near good enough. Okay, it's better to have a woman that don't believe in the scriptures, that's just willing to be a wife to you. Okay, as the scriptures say, if you have an unbelieving wife, even a husband. Okay, but it's that much better, because you ain't got nobody trying to resist your spiritual growth or your spiritual path. Okay, which is more important than children, more important than money and expenses and whatever you've done in this world. Okay, our spiritual walk and our path to get to that city that's built is more important than anything on planet Earth, and everybody will soon find out when shit hits the fan. Okay, it says, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be kind of ungodly of all. Disrespect, talk down, look at with this